been sedated.
Where am I? Where's Sonny? Where's Sonny?
All that in good time.
Why am I here with you right now?
I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Of course, you know me as Theo Hoffman, your attorney. But I'm not defined by the legal profession alone. I'm Alexander's father, the grandfather of your child.
Good morning, Mrs. Corinthos. There you go. Ah, damn.
Are you okay?
Keep doing that.
Maybe you shouldn't carry that knife around.
Maybe you should be glad I do.
Why?
Around here, you can use all the friends you can get.
Are you sure you're okay? Come here. Let me see.
I think not. But otherwise, consider me at your service for the remainder of your stay.
I don't think I'm staying here.
Hmm?
Am I?
As for the lack of proper utensils, but Mr. Big didn't want to chance you making an ill-advised move.
Maybe I could, just...
Like that. I could be nice, but I can be nasty.
It's good to know. What's your name?
Call me the man with the knife.
Oh, it's a little bit long. Maybe I'll call you Fred.
Jules. Like Julius Caesar.
Jules, you seem like you're a really nice person, aren't you? Obviously, you know that I'm being held against my will, right? That I was kidnapped and your boss, I guess, Mr. Big, he pulled me out of the limo that was supposed to take me and my husband on our honeymoon.
Look, I'm not unsympathetic to your plight, but Mr. Big has questions only you can answer. You're a sly one.
Why?
Using your charms to worm information out of me.
Will that work? Because I'll do anything to get out of here.
Anything? I can't. I have my orders.
Listen, Jules, I have really powerful friends. And even if you were able to get a message to one of them, even just a short, quick message, they could protect you afterwards. And they could give you anything that you wanted in life. They could set you up somewhere, anywhere in the world, even out of the country if you wanted.
I have a dream.
You do?
I always wanted to be one of those knife throwers in the carnival. You know, the guy who traces the outline of his lovely assistant with his blades of death. You'd make a lovely, lovely assistant.
Miss Barrett, I trust you passed a comfortable night.
I don't think there's anything comfortable about being held prisoner, is there?
Right. But don't look so troubled. This certainly is better than the alternative, isn't it?
And what would that be?
Well, you were drugged and extracted from the limo just before it went boom.
I want you to tell me if Sonny's okay.
Oh, your new husband is fine, but understandably distressed as he believes you were blown to pieces.
And why is that?
I had the foresight to leave a body in your place. I couldn't very well have Sonny looking for you, could I?
So obviously you know that's how Lily died. And now you want Sonny to think that I've died the same way. That's pathetic.
Actually, it's meticulous planning. But I'll pat myself on the back later on. I've been anxious to get to that talk I've wanted to have with you for so long.
What in the world could we possibly have to talk about?
My grandchild. Alexander was the father of your child. I know this because you and Dante Falconeri publicly admitted the truth to the guests at the wedding. You will now tell me all about my grandchild, beginning with the names of his adoptive parents and where he lives.
You made Sonny believe that I'm dead for a child that doesn't exist.
Don't worry about retaliation.
I had a miscarriage when I was 7 months pregnant.
You wanted to hide the child from me, and that's exactly what you did.
You're right, I did. But my son didn't survive.
You put the baby up for adoption. You dumped him off like some inconvenient baggage and went on with your frivolous life.
You're delusional.
You took my son, but you will not deprive me of my grandson.
Hey.
When did you first realize you were pregnant with Alexander's child?
Right about the same time that I realized that your son was lying to me about who he is. That he was a sick and twisted criminal.
It would be wise to avoid such commentary.
Your son followed me to New York. He stalked me, and then he almost killed a police officer.
The baby, Mrs. Corinthos.
Dante did sign a paper claiming to be the father and giving me full custody so that I could take my baby back to Rome and raise him myself.
And why did you alter the plan?
I didn't alter the plan. I needed to go to Africa on a charity trip, and I asked the doctor, and the doctor told me that it was safe for me to travel. And when I got to Africa, I got sick. And I had a very high fever. And then I passed out. And when I woke up, I realized that I had had a miscarriage. And that my son was gone.
Were there any witnesses? Any attendants? Surely the great supermodel didn't fly off to Africa and miscarry all alone.
I was with the director of my charity, Suzanne Stanwyck.
Lunch is served. I'm working on sounding more deferential. Mr. Big only keeps me around because I know stuff.
Oh, what kind of stuff do you know?
Where the bodies are buried. Lots of bodies.
You tell me?
Why? Won't do you any good. You won't get to the police.
Well, maybe I could get to the police if you wanted to help me.
I can't. I'd be the next body. Maybe anyway. That's why I keep this handy.
Really? You're not really dangerous, are you?
Mostly to myself.
Why do you help him? Does he try to hurt you? I mean, does he threaten you? Because I could help you if you'd let me help you.
You can't help me. You can't help yourself.
I know, but we could try to help each other, and then he wouldn't have to know about it.
He knows. Everything.
He doesn't know everything. He wouldn't have to know about this.
Look, all I'm saying is, what do you know?
It appears you left out some pertinent details about your time with Brenda.
Michael, do you take Brenda to be your bride? To live together in God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, for better or worse, in sadness and in joy? To cherish and bestow upon her your heart's greatest devotion, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her, as long as you both shall live.
I do.
You're hurting. Hey, what happened?
I failed you.
What are you talking about?
Found myself. I deserve to be nothing more than a servant.
Why, did you talk to Sonny?
Yes, but one of Mr. Big's men saw me, and I fled like the coward that I am.
Who cares? He would have protected you.
No, it's too late for me. But you must be more careful. I found this outside the door. Can you imagine what Theo would do if he knew that you were trying to escape and that I nearly helped you?
Just listen to me. You need to go back. You need to find Sonny. You need to talk to him.
I hate to interrupt, but do we need to review the consequences should Miss Barrett attempt to escape? Was Miss Barrett asking you to help her escape?
Yes. Of course, I was. And I have over and over and offered him money and protection and anything I could think of, and he refuses me because he's loyal to you.
I expect no less. No matter how tempting Miss Barrett may seem.
Oh, she is a tasty morsel, that one. I can see why Corinthos...
Go.
Right.
Are you ready to tell me the truth about my grandson?
Yes. The truth is that you never would have known about your grandson, even if he would have lived. That's why Dante signed on as his father.
You and Dante killed Alexander. You will be held accountable after you tell me where my grandson is. And you will tell me very soon.
Sean is motivated.